Well, hello, my paranormal peeps, and welcome back to another Deep Woods Paranormal podcast. My name is Matt Harvey. I am the founder and lead investigator with Deep Woods Paranormal. My wife and I, along with others, investigate everything paranormal in nature. Every week, we will discuss everything from creepy haunted locations to ghosts to Bigfoot, UFOs, Dogman, and other cryptid creatures, and explore all things paranormal in nature. Hey guys, it's Matt with Deep Woods Paranormal, and we're back with another Deep Woods Paranormal podcast. As you can see behind me, we are at the Huntsville jail, and well, this is a place where we're at this weekend. This is actually from basically going to be from our show Exploring the Unknown with Matt and Amanda. If you have not tuned into our YouTube or Rumble channel, the link is down below. You can go check out those. That show is not quite out yet. We're still working on editing video and going back and filming. That's what we're doing this weekend. We also did some talks there where we met a bunch of people and talked about ghosts and stuff like that, and even Bigfoot too. But today I want to do a short. I'm going to try and start getting these short videos out, 10 minutes or less, and hopefully I can do that. But everybody asked me, what are ghosts? What are they? What are ghosts? How do they manifest? And what is a ghost? Is it actually a human being, or is it some kind of entity that's just been, basically mimicking human? Is it some kind of maybe a demon pretending to be a human? And that does happen sometimes, yes. Or is it our human spirits or humans once we pass over? Are we able to come back from one dimension to the next and really kind of become, come in for a while and communicate and then have to go back? There's a lot of theories on what ghosts or spirits or whatever you want to call them are. I believe that mainly ghosts are just human spirits. They're just humans that have passed away. Let me pull this down just a little bit. Stops messing with my hat. I guess it's not gonna mess with my hat. But anyways, so just a little bit of information. This is the old Huntsville jail, and one that we're actively investigating. And we will be doing a show on this. It's at the Cat Cafe, and you'll be able to see this here in the future, hopefully soon, once I get all the video edited. But getting back into ghosts. So we've spent a lot of time with this jail, and we've had a lot of communication with whatever's there. Another thing I want to talk about would be the difference between intelligence, what is non-intelligence, what is a residual, and then of course debunking and finding other explanations. Of course, that's what we always end up doing. We end up debunking a lot of stuff, unfortunately, and a lot of it just gets put by the wayside. So today we're going to basically cover the things I've been talking about. Okay, so what are ghosts? Ghosts are basically, in my opinion, now this is just my theory, my opinion, my theory, okay? So you guys, if you have a different theory or a different opinion, go ahead and feel free to put it down below. I don't care if you're a non-believer. That's fine. I don't expect anyone to believe until they've had their own encounter where they can say it couldn't be anything else. But so if you go down below and leave a comment, just please be nice. Be respectful. Remember, this is like a PG-13 channel. We do have younger viewers that do come and watch and listen. And so if you guys leave a nasty comment, it will not be posted for others to see. I might respond. And again, everybody has the right to their own opinions. So this is a very controversial subject. Do ghosts exist? Do they not exist? Are they demons? Are they humans? Is it some kind of other entity? Maybe it's an alien that's pretending to be a ghost. Who knows? But I've experienced ghosts since I was a baby. I've experienced ghosts, demons, angels. And again, if you don't believe in that, I apologize. This is not a religious channel. And I've experienced other things that I can't explain. I've had experiences that I can't explain. A lot of experiences I can't explain. Why it happens to me, I don't know. Amanda says I'm haunted. So, anyways, yeah. So ghosts, basically, in my opinion, are just like an energy. They're an energy that is left and sometimes they can be intelligent. Maybe they're crossing across from another dimension. If you think about a book and how all the pages are kind of stacked up on top of each other, my theory on dimensions is that, and everybody calls it the veil, but it's like a book. It's like pages in a book. If I turn one page to the next page, I go to another dimension. If I go to the next page, I go to another dimension. I go to another dimension. I keep going. And I believe that spirits can and do, they call them portals, where spirits are other things, UFOs sometimes, or Bigfoot. They were, people think that Bigfoot come through different portals or dimensions too. Um, but I believe that sometimes spirits can do and do come across into our world and then go back. I believe that's possibly what a shadow person is. I believe that we're just not seeing the full person, or maybe they're not manifesting in a way. A shadow person is kind of a different type of entity. It's an erect shadow. Basically, imagine a person without any of the definition, just a black silhouette. They come in all shapes and sizes. Some have cloaks, some have a hat like mine. Some don't. So it's just basically an opinion at this point. There's no proven facts either way to disprove or prove. Uh, so essentially, I also believe that spirits can reside in locations. And I believe that the more energy you pour into a location, the more um, they will come back to you. Like if you go to a cemetery and you lost a loved one and you go there, let's say once a week or twice a week, or maybe you're every day or whatever, and you're constantly going there and you're pouring your heart out and telling them how much you miss them and whatever else. And then you start to have contact with that person sooner or later. It's just because you're pouring so much energy and you're leaving all that energy and that imprint of your energy on that location. And you're that entity or whoever that is, it doesn't even have to be a loved one, it could be someone that you just picked, might take that and essentially think that, oh my gosh, um, I they're pouring all their heart and soul out and putting all this energy into this location, and I really want to go be a part of that. I want to be with them, and I want to soothe them, or I want to whatever. I want to make contact with them, and that happens sometimes. A lot of private investigations that we get are from family members saying that, this person died, or that person died, or my friend died, or a family member died, and maybe they have the ashes in the house. Maybe they have a personal item from that person. Sometimes that energy can stay with that item and essentially continue to create things, create manifest in some way. And by manifest, maybe they show themselves. They create it, they create a version of themselves that you might recognize. Maybe they move something. Maybe you hear their voice. Maybe you see something. Maybe whatever. It could be just a ball of energy. But there might be activity in that house when that person comes, that item comes into the home. So I just think that ghosts are mainly people that are being given energy some way. When we go into a location, we take what's called an EM pump, and we essentially turn that on, and that creates energy, EMF. And EMF is just energy. And we'll set that down and we'll leave it for 2 or 3 hours, usually, if not longer. Sometimes we'll leave it overnight, and then we'll come back and we'll start an investigation the next day because it amplifies the energy in the location. And we had a lot of luck with that. This jail is another great place where we've done that. We've been able to walk in and basically set our gear out. We've left trap cams here. You'll see in the video, we caught apparitions in this jail. Something set off one of the alarms that we left up there. The ones that you go into the store and you get, hello, welcome. Yeah, that happened. Nobody was there. So, I mean, they can manifest in different ways. I believe that, even some of the spirits that have been gone for a long time can come back and they can reside in a location. especially if people go to see them a lot or they pour, like I said, it's I think it's all about energy. And I think they feed off of our energy. They can drain batteries. They can essentially, um, make people feel sick, unfortunately. And then I don't think every time that this happens, I don't think it's on purpose. I think that spirits sometimes will kind of pull a little bit of energy off of us to manifest in some way or to let us know that they're there, where you feel a cold spot where energy is being pulled off the air, and that leaves a cold spot because energy is warm. When you're in a place that's warm, there's a lot of energy there. And then if you start to feel a cold spot, it gets cold behind you, you get goosebumps. There's a possibility that something's pulling energy out of the air and trying to manifest, just to let you know that it's there. So, I mean, demons can also look like humans, and angelic entities can also look like humans, or positive or negative, whatever you want to call them. Again, you can comment down below and tell us what you call them, or what your thoughts on ghosts are. It's up to you. But essentially, I believe that spirits are just kind of some kind of energy that, and they use the energy from the earth, and they use the energy from locations, appliances, give off energy. We give off energy. A lot of things give off energy, and if they're able to pull that energy out of that area, they can create a voice, they can create an EVP, they can manipulate the camera to see us. I think they can also manipulate us, because if you think about it, our brains are like a computer. We have all these electrical currents going through our head, right? To make us talk and whatever else. We consume food to create energy so we can still move around and be alive. And I believe that they aren't able to do that anymore. Excuse me. So they essentially are having to pull energy out of somewhere else to manifest. And I think that because, people who are sensitive, I believe that they manipulate our brainwaves so that we can hear them, see them, feel them, whatever. I'm one of those people that can hear them, see them, whatever. Um, but also, I believe that they can use that energy to also manipulate an audio recorder to create an EVP or a ghost box or a spirit box, or they can imprint themselves on a camera. If you say, "Hey, can you show me yourself?" and you take a picture and you take you down this hallway, and there's a person standing there, but there's nobody there, and you look back at the picture, you're like, "Wait, there's nobody there, but there's a picture here, but I don't see anybody." I think they're manipulating the camera that way. I think that's what they do. I think the ghosts use energy to manipulate different devices and show themselves on things so we can hear them and stuff like that. And I believe that they really enjoy um, being, seen and heard at some locations, not every location. They don't like to be messed with in certain locations. They've gone into locations, they're like, get out. We don't want anything to do with you. And that happens. And then they go quiet and there's no activity. And you spend hours and hours and hours on a location trying to communicate with something. But unfortunately, there's no activity. And that happens. But I think that basically sums up what I believe a ghost is. I believe it's just some kind of energy that is manifesting, possibly coming through a parallel dimension, to come into our world, if you will, our world, being, our reality, and then maybe crossing back across to another reality. I believe that they can project themselves from a location. Let's say they lived in New York, but you're in California and you're calling for that person and you're doing all this stuff. You're really putting a lot of effort and energy into communicating with that person. I believe that they can show up. Like if I went to this jail and I said, "Hey, Elvis Presley, I'm a huge fan. I just want you to come here and talk to me." And please don't show up behind me. Anyways, oh, I got goosebumps. I got goosebumps. Elvis might be in the building. Um, anyways, so if I push all this energy into this person and I keep communicating with them and I'm like talking, really excited about them, and I'm giving them all this energy with whatever I have, EM pumps, or letting them use the batteries for my cameras and stuff like that, they may manifest in some way, shape, or form. And so, like I said, I think the more experiences I've had with ghosts, the more I think that there's some kind of energy that is manifesting in some way. And by manifesting, I just mean showing itself, maybe allowing you to hear them or see them or feel them in some way, or maybe hearing them in your head and whatever else and stuff like that. So I'm going to keep this one short, guys. Leave your opinions down in the comments below if you're on YouTube or Rumble. If you're on a different platform, I apologize. Sometimes we don't always see your comments. So my email, my cell number is also down below. Love to have people come in and talk about their ghost stories or the haunted houses they lived in. Would love to hear your stories. Again, this is a no judgment channel. We ask that people are polite and just respect everybody's stories, as every experience is your own. And we will catch you on the next one.